Okay, we're going to start CAD 26 now. Now, this chapter's been a little different. If you've gone through the chapter, which you really should have done before you start this video, you're going to have to do some setup and stuff like that, and the chapter should have run you through the basics of it, but I'm going to go over it again just to make sure we all know how to do this. So, we're going to do the same thing, do new. That's going to bring this up. Now, instead of doing the start from scratch, we're going to come over here and use a wizard. Now, this one we don't have to do anything advanced. We're just going to get a quick setup. Okay, so we'll hit OK on that, and that's going to bring up this. All right, now, we're doing a floor plan of a house, so we want to do an architectural unit setup. Notice how it changes. Like I'll put it back to decimal, 15.5 inches, right? Architectural will be 1 foot 3.5 inches. And I'll show you how to enter that when we get into it. Once you finish that, you go ahead and hit next, and it's going to ask you the drawing area that you want to use. Right now, our drawing area is set to 12 inches by 9. Okay? So we want to change that to 60 feet by 40 feet. 60 feet in width, 40 feet in length. And to do that, you're going to type in 60, and you got to put an apostrophe behind it. Okay? Then you'll click on this. See how that number updates? Now we're going to do this one at 40 feet, so 40 with an apostrophe, okay? And we'll click the paper again, and they say it's at 480. So once you've got that done, go ahead and hit finish. All right, so there we are. We're in our drawing. Now we want to zoom out to the maximum area so we can see everything. So I'm going to hit Z for zoom, then hit enter. And I'm going to hit A for all and hit enter. And it'll zoom out to the maximum. So now you've got 60 feet this way, 40 feet that way. Okay, so now we got to set up our wall sizes. Okay, so make sure that you have this down. You'll have the show menu bar will say right there, and we hit format. Come down, multi-line style. Okay, what multi-line does is it draws multiple lines at once, so you can draw as many as you want to set up basically. So we'll go to multiple. All right, now we're going to do a new style. We're going to call it wall. All right, we'll hit continue, and it's going to ask us how we want to design our line. We want the ends of our line of our walls, multiple lines, to be closed. So we'll close both ends, and then we want our total distance from line to line, top line to bottom line, to be 5 inches. Right, so you're going to add these two up to get 5, right? Well, right now it's 0.5 and 0.5, so that's only 1. So we're going to change our offsets. The top one is going to be 2.5, okay, and then click the bottom one, and that'll be negative 2.5, so minus 2.5. So there we go. Everything else stays the same. We'll hit OK, and there's a preview of our wall there. See how it's closed off and everything? It's 5 inches thick. We're going to set that as our current multi-line style. So it'll say current multi-line style wall, okay? Make sure you hit set current, it'll gray it out, and then hit OK. All right, now we're going to start drawing our walls. If you'll look on page 4-30, you want to turn your book sideways so that all the stuff is, readable. Instead of having to read up and down, you can read side to side. So we'll get that set up, and we'll look at our stuff. Now, the dimensions on there will tell you where everything is. So we're going to start this. Now, you don't go to line, you go to draw. Click on draw, and then go down to multi-line. All right. I'm going to right click and go over some stuff with you. There are things that you can change. You can change the scale of your line, the style of your line, and the justification of your lines. Okay, let's look at justification first. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. You have 3 options, top, 0, and bottom. Top means that if you're drawing from left to right, you'll be drawn by the top line of the wall. 0 means you'll be drawn by the mid section of the wall, whatever the midpoint is, and bottom means you'll be drawn by the bottom of the wall. We want to draw by the top of the wall, so I'm going to pick top. Now, you can start anywhere, but I'm going to start right here. I'm going to come this way. As you can see, it draws that wall for me, okay? Now, I want that wall to be 13 feet, 9 inches long. So what I will type in is 13, apostrophe, and then 9. So that's 13 feet, 9 inches, and hit enter. Okay, so there's our 13.9 wall. Now, our next wall going up is 25 feet. So I'll type 25 apostrophe. Okay, our wall coming this way is going to be 35 feet. So 35 apostrophe. And then we're going to go down 25 feet 5 So I'll type 25 apostrophe 5. Now, once you get to pan, just hold your mouse wheel in and pan up, okay? Now this one is going to be 14 feet 3 inches, so 1, 4, apostrophe 3. We're gonna go down 3 feet, so 3 apostrophe. Going to come over 7 feet, 7 apostrophe, and then we're gonna go up. Now, you could go up here and stop, but it would be better if you went all the way up to the corner of the wall. So we look at that and we see all our stuff that we can add up. I'm gonna save you some time. It's 13 feet even. So 13 feet, and then we just come over here and we get close, okay? It does not have to be exact. Try not to go past it, make it straight, and just get close. So there we go. So there, basic, is our outside walls, okay? Now, we've got one room already taken care of, all right? So now we gotta get the other rooms. So if we look up at the top left, we have a wall down there that's 4 feet down from the inside of the top wall. It's 4 foot 4 long. I'm gonna use line, and I'm just gonna pick on this corner and come out a little bit, and now I need to come down 4 feet 4, so 4 apostrophe 4, and then I'm just gonna go back to the inside edge of the wall. It'll give you a perpendicular mark, you just click on that. Now, come back up here to draw, multi-line, and then pick that end. Make sure your wall is going the right way. See how it's going below the line? That's what we want in this case. And we'll go ahead and make that 4 foot 4. Now I can erase my 2 helper lines, and they're gone. Now I've got my wall there. All right, now I'm going to come over 7 foot 4 from the top, from this line, and come over 7 foot 4 this way to get this wall, this room in here. So I'll just do the same thing. I'll start in the corner. I'm just going to come up a little bit, come over 7 feet 4 inches. All right, now watch what happens this time. I'm going to draw, multi-line. Now I want my wall to be on this side, right? But it's not going to be. It's going to be that way. So how do I fix that? Well, I'm going to right click, go back, draw, multi-line. Before I click anywhere, I'm going to right click up here and change my justification to bottom. Now I can grab it and go down. Now, got to do some addition here. Inside edge to inside edge is 9 foot 7, but we're doing the outside edges, so we got to add 5 inches. So 9 foot 7 plus 5 inches is 10 feet. 10 feet. In this way is 9 foot 7 as well, but you got to add 10 more inches, 5 for each side. So that'll be 10 foot 5. And then we just go back up. And then I can erase those. Now notice I'm starting here, going backwards, so whatever it touches, we'll delete it. Okay, so now we got this other wall down at the bottom, and it's 10 foot 3 from the inside of this up to there. So let's draw us a line out a little bit, come up 10 feet 3, and we'll go back in. Now, draw, multi-line, and it should go up. Well, we got to change it. So repeat, justification, back to top. All right. It's like 10 foot 2 plus the 5 inches for the wall, so 10 feet, 7 inches, and we'll go all the way up here. Now all that's left is this wall that comes across here. We know it's 8 feet down to there. So I'm gonna draw a line. I'm gonna come out a little bit, come down 8 feet. Then I'll just go ahead and draw it all the way across. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one and that one. Now, draw, multi-line, and we'll just come across like that. See, it's going the wrong way. So what I'll do is I'll just repeat that and go the opposite direction, and then it'll go the right way. Now I can delete those two, and there's my stuff. Now, if you'll notice, these are cleaned out. Here, here, and here at the thing. So here's how you do it. Double click any wall. It doesn't matter which one. Just highlight it and double click it. That's going to bring up the multi-lines edit tools, okay? What we're wanting in this case is open T. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to pick this, the leg of the T, and then the cross of the T. See how it cleans it out? So leg, cross, leg, cross. And you'll look and it'll prompt you, okay? So like, watch when I see it says select first M line, or right click. We're going to select the M line. Select second M line. That'll be our second one right there. Okay, so just do it like that, and you can get them all cleaned up. we go. That's got all my cleanups. Now, general rule is when you've done something that you don't want to do again, you save your drawing. So since this was taking a little longer, we'll go ahead and hit save. And we'll call this Cad29. Now, we're not ready to print yet, so we won't do that. But now if anything bad happens, like power goes out or whatever like that, we don't lose all of our progress. Okay, so we've got this. Now, we're going to learn how to do layers now, okay? Because we're doing a house that's going to have doors in it, windows in it, and a bathroom in it, and of course the walls. So we've got 4 different things that we want to put on different layers. So I'm going to click this button here, Layer Properties. That's going to bring this up. I'll drag it down here. This button right here is New Layer. New Layer, or you can hit Alt plus N, and it does the same thing, okay? So we're going to click that, and it's called Layer 1. We're going to call this Walls, and we'll leave it white. We'll do another one. We're going to call this Doors. Now, let's change the color of the doors to, I don't know, we'll say green in this case. Okay? So now when we draw on the doors layer, everything's going to be green. We need some windows too, so I'm going to do another layer, call it Windows. And we'll do our windows magenta, we'll say, kind of a pinkish color. All right, and we also have a bathroom in here, so I'll just call this Plumbing or Plum. And we'll make it cyan. All right, so there's the layers that we need. Now, everything right now is drawn on the 0 layer. That's the way we've been doing things. So, in practice, nobody draws anything on the 0 layer, or if they do, it doesn't stay there, they move it to other layers. So let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to grab everything. All right, see how that says 0 up here? Click that, pick Walls off the list, and then click again. Now we can escape. See, if I pick this, now it changes to the Walls layer, okay? So all our walls are in, so we're going to change layers to doors, because doors is what we're doing next. Now I'm going to go ahead and open this again, and I'm going to turn off the 0 layer. Since we're not using it, no need in having it on, okay? Don't notice any change because, you know, there was nothing on that layer. Now, what we want to do is we want to locate our doors, okay? So this door is kind of right in the middle, so I'm just going to draw me a line right there. And this door is also kind of right in the middle, so I'm going to draw a line right there. Now both of these doors are 3 feet wide. Now that's the center of the door right there, so I need to offset that half of 3 feet. Half of 3 feet is 1 foot 6 inches, okay? And then we'll offset that both directions. One that way, and one that way. Same with this one. One in each direction. Now I'm going to erase the center one, and then I'm going to use my trim command to trim out in between those 2 lines. And there we go. Now I can erase those and erase those. So that's the door openings. Okay, now you're going to have other door openings in here as well. Like for example, we'll come to this one, okay? And we're going to come over 3 feet 11, so 3:11. Don't forget the apostrophe. I'll erase that now. And I'm just going to take and drag this down a little bit just so it goes on both sides. And then that's going to be a 2:8 door, so we'll offset 2'8", 2 feet 8. And that's going to get that one. Now we've got another one down here. It's also 2'8", and it's 3'7" off of here. So I'm just going to drag over a little bit. 3 feet 7 inches. And then offset, and it's already set to 2'8", so I can just do that one. I can erase that helper line. And then we got this door up here that's 2'8", and it comes down 10'7" from here. So once again, I'll just zoom over a little bit. 10 feet 7. And I'll offset that, also 2'8". All right, we got a bathroom door that's also 2'8", and it is 2'6" away from the wall. So we'll come over here, 2'6". Offset, 2'8" again. All right, so that's all my 2'8" doors, and I got one 2'4" door, and that one will be 7 feet away from this corner here. So I'll come over 7 feet, and it is 2'4". So we'll offset 2 feet 4 inches. All right, so that's all my doors. Now I can trim those out, so I'll just trim. And then I want to erase just the green lines. And there we go. So there's all of my door openings. Now we're going to draw doors in there, okay? Now the book is showing one line doors, and that's fine. First thing I want to do is I'll make Pac-Man over to 45 degrees, okay? Now, I know that this is going to be a 3-foot door, but I'll double check. See, 3 feet. Now I'm just going to come up here, and we'll say 3 feet. See how it snapped in green? Now I'm going to use my arc command again. Center, start, and end. The center of my arc is always going to be where the door meets the wall. And then we always want to go counterclockwise with our arc, so I'll do that. So there's our door, okay? So now we'll look at the rest of them. This one will be 2'8", right? We'll double check. Yep, 2'8". So come this way, it snaps into place, 2 feet 8. And then center, start, and end, and we're going counterclockwise. All right. Now this one is going to come this way, 2'8". Now go back to center, start, and end. And this time we'll start at the door and go to the wall because we want to keep going counterclockwise. Okay. Now the book shows this one going this way, and to be honest with you, that is not good architectural design. The doors should always swing towards the nearest wall. So we're going to change this one, since I'm going to know if you watch this video or not. This is be 2 feet 4, and once again, center, start, and end. Center, and we're going to start here and go counterclockwise. Okay. And then this door is 3 feet. So we'll go 3 feet. Center, start, and end. Center, and we'll start at the door and go to the wall. Always counterclockwise, okay? This one is 2'8". Center, start, and end, and we'll start at the wall and go to the door because it's counterclockwise. And then this is our last one. And once again, they got it going from here, but we're going to do it the right way. Because, you know, you guys might take an architecture later, and I want you to know which way doors are supposed to swing. 2'8". And then we'll start door to wall on that one. All right, so that's got all our doors in. Now, window time, right? So first thing we want to do, change to the windows layer. All right, now, they have all kinds of dimensions on these things, and they show you where things are at, and you know, centers of the windows are this far above, and blah, blah, blah. We're going to simplify this. Centers of our windows are going to be centers of these rooms. So I'm going to come off this a little bit, and that's our center point. Do the same thing here. There's going to be one in the center of this wall. One in the center of that one. See, I'm coming back a little bit. I want it to be overlapping on both sides. And then we got one window in this wall as well. Now, all of the windows except for 3 or 4 feet. So I'm going to say offset half of 4 feet, which would be 2 feet. And we'll just go one in each direction. That one, that one, that one, and this one. Now the other 3 windows are 5-foot windows, so we're going to offset 2'6" on those. So 2 feet 6 inches. There, there, and there. Now, I'm going to take out the middle one in all of these areas. Delete that, and then we'll just trim. But this time I'm going to leave the lines there, okay? I'm not going to delete the lines like I did with the doors. What I am going to do is trim the lines off flush with the walls. So we'll trim there and we'll trim there. So now that I got those in place, let's zoom in on one of these windows. Let's do this one because there's 3 of them that go in this that go this direction, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a line down each side. So we'll do a line there, hit spacebar twice, do a line down here, and hit spacebar once. Now I'm going to offset. I'm going to change my offset to 2 inches, so just 2 with nothing behind it. There's my window frame, and then we'll do, to signify the glass window, we'll do this. So there's my window. Now, I could draw that here, here, and here, but what I'm going to do is copy. So I'm going to copy, and I'm going to pick this one right here, okay? First I'm going to put one there. Then we'll put one here, then we'll put one there. And I'm also going to put one here. Now, that one looks great, that one looks great, that one looks great, that one does not, okay? I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to move it down. Right there. I'm going to grab the whole thing and rotate. But this time, I'm just going to click here and rotate it up, okay? All right, so we're off a little bit. But that's no big deal. We can just grab it and move it up. And there we go. So there's those windows. Now this one, I'm just going to go ahead and erase these since I'm going to replace them anyway. I just want to stretch that, right? So here's the stretch command. So I'll stretch, and we're going to start out this side and go this way, right to left. Make sure it grabs it, okay? Hit enter, and then grab where you want to stretch from, and drag to where you want to stretch to. Now we've got that, okay? So I'm going to grab this and copy it here and here. I'm going to go ahead and erase these 2 lines too. Don't need to double up. Now, all I got to do is rotate. Grab it, rotate. Pick where it connects and then go up, okay? Do the same thing with this one. Rotate, pick, drag up, pick. All right, so now we got our doors and windows in. Once again, let's save this. All we got to do is just hit this once, and it's already named, so it just saves it. So now we won't lose our windows and doors. Okay, so now it's time to do the bathroom. So let's put it on the plumbing layer. I'm going to zoom in right here. We want a rectangle that goes all the way across here and comes out 4'7", okay? I'm sorry, not 4'7", 2'6". So the way to do that, use our good old rectangle command. So I'll click this, go to rectangle. We're going to pick here, and we're going to drag. See our 2 numbers? The first one is going to be 5'10", and then we'll hit tab, and that will be 2 feet 6 inches. So there's our outside of our tub. Now we need to get the inside in here. Now we know we're coming down 3 inches and 3 inches, so let's do that. Let's go over 3-inch spacing. Come out 3 inches this way. And I'll take that one out. Now that's where we're starting this one. But if you look at the picture, the corners of that tub are rounded. Now there's 2 ways we can do this. I'm going to get a rectangle again. We could draw the rectangle first and then do the fillets, or if you right click after you hit rectangle, there's an option to set your fillets beforehand. We're going to do that. So we'll set those fillets to 3 inches. So we'll just hit 3, enter. Now, we want this to be 4'7" by 2. So our bottom number is 4'7". See how it rounds the corners for us? So 4'7", and then hit tab. Okay, don't hit enter, hit tab, and then 2 feet for the other one. And after you hit the 2 feet, then you hit enter. And that gets our tub in place. All right, now I want to draw 2 lines. I'm going to come out here, I'm going to come up 9 inches. Then my repeat line, I'm going to come out a little bit, and I'm going to go up 2'10". Well, I'm not going to go crooked though. Let's undo that. 2 feet 10. There we go. And I'm going to pull that there, put that there. Now I can erase these. Those are my 2 spots. Now, in the book, they've got the toilet here and the sink there, which, you know, I wouldn't do if I was designing the house, but whatever. Now, remember, we've got a rectangle set to be 3 inches on each corner, okay? We want this to come out 10 and go up 20. So our first number is going to be 10. And our second number, don't forget, hit tab, not enter, is going to be 20. Now, since I didn't put anything behind them, that means inches, okay? So there's our toilet tank. Now, remember this over here? We did the center inch. We're going to change up and do a different. We're going to do axis end. I'm going to pick here. I'm going to come out 1 foot 3 inches. And then we're just going to make it look good. We'll say about 6 inches this way. And there's my toilet. Okay? Now I need a sink. We'll go ahead and erase this. And we'll do 20 by 30 on the sink. So grab this rectangle. And then we'll do 20, tab, 30. And there's my sink. Okay, well, let's make it look a little better. I'm gonna go back and do center on this. And we'll pick the center. And I'm gonna come up 9 inches this way. And then we'll go 7 inches. I'll do 7 inches that way. And there's my sink. Okay, so now my bathroom is done. And we are ready. So we'll save this. Okay, and now it's ready. It's time to print. Now we're going to change up how we print a little bit. So pay attention on this one. I'm going. Everything's the same way here. All right, and we're going to go to AutoCAD PDF. Okay, center the plot, and we're going to preview it. Notice how it's all in color. Well, that's all nice and fine, except for when I go to grade it, it's kind of hard to see this color, for example. So I may be like, well, he didn't do his bathroom, and then it's there, I just didn't see it. And you're like, McLean, I did the bathroom. So let me show you how to make those things show up better. First, we're going to go ahead and get out of this. We're going to hit Close Preview Window. Now, that brings us back here. Plot Style Table, Pin Assignments, okay? We want to go to Monochrome. So click that on Monochrome and say yes to this question. Now, everything else stays the same, but watch the preview this time. Everything is black lines and white background. Very easy for me to see, very easy for me to grade. And you guys got to remember, I'm an old dude with old eyes, and I can't see as well as I once did, so please remember to do that, okay? And then after you get it like that, hit Plot, Cad26 Model PDF, save that, and we are done with Cad26. And it wasn't as hard as it looked, okay? Now, when we do the next one, what we're going to do is we're going to start with this model, do a save as and call it something different, and then we'll move on to that. But I'll cover that in the next video. That way, when we do it, you won't have to recreate everything we created in this one, okay? So make sure you save this because you're going to use it again. All right, we'll see you in Cad 27.